Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lala Zone. I am Demon. Hope y'all doing well. Hope you win your 50/50s. All right, so first off, I want to say I won't be saying anything about 2.3 anniversary stuff. Why? Because I got no basis for comparison here. Wuthering Waves is the first and only gacha I've played and continue to play. I have no right talking about how other companies handle their anniversaries. I just don't. All right, so there is that. Moving on. What I will talk about is how everyone's losing their collective shit concerning the selector banners. I just bumped my ring into the desk. I apologize if you heard that. Look, right out of the gate, I'm blaming three things on it. Well, four things technically. Number one, leakers. Gotta be leakers. It's their faults for putting out misinformation knowing full well what they were doing. They do this crap for some sort of stroke. I don't know why they do it, but it's ridiculous, right? Number two, gotta blame content creators too. It's their fault for spreading the misinformation and putting out speculation videos. Listen, man, here's the deal. People lose their 50/50 on comprehension all the time. There's been plenty of times that I end up in an argument with somebody because they don't understand what the hell I'm saying, but they still want to try to argue. All right. It's just the way it is. And that's all there is to it. CCs knew they could milk it for all it was worth, and they did it anyway. As the old saying goes, don't hate the player, hate the game. But that doesn't mean you're not getting blamed for this shit too. Take responsibility. Thirdly, community. Let's be honest, it's our own fault for believing in the misinformation and reading way too much into speculation. A lot of people will take fact or fiction and make it fact because they don't understand what the hell they're watching. That's just it, you know? And lastly, Kuro. They knew they were going to catch hell for this because what they did was pretty much the antithesis of being quote unquote player friendly. All right. They tried to get away with something. They got caught, and now they're trying to backpedal their asses out of the fire. But at least they're trying, at least they're doing something. I'm not going to glaze Kuro. I'm not going to glaze any of these companies because they don't care about us any more than we care about them. Or any more than we should care about them. Let's put it that way. They're a company. They're a multi-million, if not billion-dollar company. They're not losing any sleep. Trust me. All right. Here's the deal, though. We were never going to get a free brand spanking new 5-star resonator. It was just never going to happen. Zani has been the main focus for a ton of people since she first got introed, and Chiakona isn't far behind. The only real difference between them is Zani's been known about for way longer. And that's really it. Now, personally, if I can, I'll be pulling for Chiakona. Because that's my kryptonite. Period. I also only have 80 pulls, so, I'll most likely end up trying for Jinsei. But back to topic here. If you were expecting to get a free Zani or Chiakona, you're out of your minds. There's just no way. And if you bring Zhang Liao up, you got to realize one thing about him. He was basically an apology for Calchero being so broken. That's what Zhang Liao is. That's why he's an electro unit. That's why he has the skill set and the kit that he has. He was basically an apology. Expecting Kuro to hand out Zani or Chiakona for free would be like asking Kuro to turn off the money printing machines. That's the truth. Now, I will say that I did feel like we got burned a little bit with the way the selectors work. They're basically no different from the beginner's choice banners we got when we first started playing the game. Now, people are saying, quote unquote, we should at least get a 5-star selector, right? Well, we did. Once again, going back to comprehension, people don't know what the hell they're talking about. We got 2 of them. Again, I will repeat that. What you want is a 5-star voucher with the selector, like the give back reward we first got that we more than likely used to get Verena, right? Personally, that's what I was hoping for too, but I never expected it. Now, in regards to what I think they should do, well, so far what they've done isn't nearly enough to appease the masses of basically super pissed off gotcha weebs. I mean, and myself included, I'm not necessarily pissed off, but I am a weeb. This is not even close. They're not, too many people had way high expectations, once again, from leakers and content creators dicking about. But look, here's the deal. 30 polls split into Radiant, Forging, and Standards ain't going to do jack shit. If they're going to go down that road, they may as well just give us 20 Radiant Tides and 20 Forging Tides. Skip the Standards completely. Nobody wants them. Nobody needs them. We get those on accident anyway, right? The only time anyone needs standard pulls is when we're pulling for the weapons to rank them up or to get them, because maybe we couldn't get the signature weapon. I personally think the only way they're truly going to be able to fix this without pissing off the entire community even more, because a lot of people are shouting, damage control from the rooftops, is to remove the 50-50 from at least one of the banners, right? We get to choose which one when we actually click on the banner and select the resonator, right? Remove that and drop pity down to 40. Now, listen, I didn't watch this video. I saw this in a comment, but apparently Saint mentioned that exact thing too. And, it's a great idea. It shows more balance. There's more balance to the whole principle, right? And giving us something like that will actually make us want to pull for the other characters more. In a way, we might be more inclined to spend money, other than, and like I've said in comments and stuff, having to pay for a gift is not a gift. It's a transaction, right? And that's all there is to it. Now, as far as the rest of the patch is concerned, I think it looks pretty damn good. We got to keep in mind, it's not a 0.0 patch. It's not going to be a major overhaul. We're getting a lot of good stuff that I'll be looking forward to personally. Things like no boss cooldown. That's awesome. And even though the data modifier for echoes isn't great, it's still something. Will it help us avoid bad substats? No. We're still going to be plagued by those. There's just no way around it. We'll see how it works out once we get to use them. But at least it's something. It shows they're working on it. Maybe potentially down the road they could do better with the 3.0. We'll see. But that's it for me. Let me know what you think. If you liked the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. You know the drill. Keep it civil in the comments, please. There's no reason to get all unhinged over nothing. Appreciate it. Till the next one, y'all take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on the flip side. Demon is out.